I tinkered all my life with something, but then I got into antique motorcycles and hit and miss engines, and now I've built a couple of cars. It all happens right here in this little building.
This is my dad that we're interviewing today, and one of the things that he's done with me my whole life are going to antique oil-filled engine shows and antique farm engine shows.
About 1900, there was no electricity, internal combustion engines. It just literally changed everything, and these are the early versions of internal combustion engines.
Once you had a belt hooked to the pulley, this belt would be used to operate all kinds of different machinery. Some people prefer to keep them unrestored like this, so this thing literally hasn't been touched cosmetically since the day that it was new. And then Dad also does some like this.
This is called a side shaft because your camshaft comes up here, up the side of the engine instead of running parallel to the crankshaft. If you look at the back of this engine, this is actually a seat back here because to move the thing is so heavy, to get it out to the job, you'd pull it with horses.
They were also used in an industrial capacity for oil fields, which is the case with this big boy.
These engines usually ran the pumps to pump the oil up, and they are gas engines, not gasoline. These natural gas comes up right with the oil in most of these places, and so that's you're running almost for free. All you got to do is put oil in the oilers, and you got your fuel coming right out of the ground with the oil. Yeah, that's a 10 horsepower, all about 3,000 pounds of it. 25 horsepower was the biggest one I had. It had 6-foot flywheels on it, and it's about 10-12 feet long. And it was a 2-stroke. I tell people it's a giant weed eater engine. We went up and we bought it from one of the oil companies up in Pennsylvania, and the guy says, I really can't give you the engine. We have to do some sort of transaction. So he said, give me $1 for the engine and 6 cents for tax. I didn't have a penny of change in my pocket and had to borrow 6 cents off my buddy to pay the tax, which he never let me live that down.
Over here we've got one of the farm engines.
This is a little 2.5 horse. You build inertia up in the flywheel so it keeps turning from one hit to the next one. And this is called a hit and miss engine. The early governor system on them, they just literally quit firing when they reach a certain speed, and then when they slowed back down, they'd start firing again. Jumping around stuff. So I've got 2 or 3 different kinds of welding equipment. I've got a home-built abrasive blaster over there, drill press, grinders, metal lathes, milling machine, bandsaw, so I can fabricate a little bit of anything if I need to. This is what I love to do, and maybe I'm not sane, I don't know, but I love fooling with this old stuff.